Hello and good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me to join this 17th meeting Stuttgart meets Mumbai, and I'm sure we will have an interesting time together. My name is Michael Dieterle. I'm the export sales manager for handling systems here at Schmalz GmbH in Germany, and I will be your host for the next session, Parcel Handling in Times of COVID-19 pandemic. It's also a pleasure for me that our Managing Director of Schmalz India, Mr. Philip Mani, will join us during this session. He will give us a report about the trends and concern in the logistic industry in India. May I ask you a question? If you want to buy something privately, where do you look first? I guess you do that as many people on the internet, right? It's convenient. You have a lot of choice. You can compare and also order immediately. Whether it's things like leisure or sports, electronic, household appliances, food and beverage, clothes or shoes, even furniture or pet food. There is hardly anything you can't order online. And let's be honest, because it's so easy and convenient, you order the shoes in different sizes, in different colors, and maybe even in different design. Doesn't matter. Everything you don't like, you just send back. What this means, many people do not realize. The online retailers have to deal with an ever-increasing flood of parcels. If you look to the German market only, the volume of parcel shipments has increased in 2019, just moderate by plus 3.8%. However, if you look to the B2C business, that was increasing much higher at nearly 9%. And all this without COVID-19 effects. The global parcel volume in 2019 has already been more than 100 billion parcels to be carried back and forth. And due to the pandemic, the number of this in this special year 2020 have been increased by plus 20%. So we are talking about 120 to 130 billion parcels. The profiteers of the global trend and pandemic are the online retailers. In leading position, as everybody expected, is Amazon.com. And even the statistic is from 2018. The situation is for sure similar in 2019 and 2020. You can find more and different statistics on other top 10 companies entering this list, like Alibaba, Zalando, Rakuten. That's not the point. The truth is that we go less and less to the shops around the corner to buy some goods. The goods will be delivered to us. And that's the challenge for the companies and the society. Due to the pandemic, we have even more effects. As mentioned before, significantly higher parcel volumes due to orders placed at online retailers. And in addition, in this year, there is a demand from manufacturers of vaccine. They have to handle many more cartons in their logistic departments, and also in manufacturing and assembling of machines and freezers, we need equipment which have to be handled. The online retailers have a huge variety of parcel and boxes to manage. They have labels here and there, and they must bring the boxes in a certain orientation. The boxes can be open and closed. They have good quality and bad quality. There can be cracks, holes, or broken boxes. Everything has to be handled by the operators. And let's have a look to the people involved in this process. The workload for the employees is incredibly high. In terms of numbers of packages, what they have to handle every day, these are tons. And above all, the physical strain of moving these packages is enormous. In addition, there is a psychological stress for the people. The operators often have no more than 10, 15, 20 seconds to handle a package, and that 8 hours every day. And not just the size of the distribution and sortation centers have to be expanded more and more, but also the manpower is required. More manpower is required to cope with the volume of the orders, as long as the process cannot be automated. Often the companies hire new and unskilled workers, students for example, especially in the high peak times like Christmas, like Easter, like Chinese New Year's, Black Friday and so on. And everybody must be able to operate this device. The equipment must therefore be reliable, safe and very easy to use, because downtime is not acceptable at all and leads to high losses. There's a high demand to deliver everything faster and faster, and this is coming from us, from the consumers, from us as customers. The goods must be moved quickly, safely and without any damage. There's a great challenge for a suitable ergonomic equipment. Must be fast and uncomplicated equipment with very flexible gripping systems, and it must have a smooth running crane system, optimally aligned and installed without barriers and obstacles. As you can see here on the movie, this is at a postal service where the guy is moving carton boxes which are very heavy, up to 20 kilogram, in a time what he has less than 10 seconds per parcel. And there's another challenge now. This is a so-called team lift. The team lift means lifting boxes above 15 kilogram is not allowed for a single person. So 2 people are required to lift the box, as you can see on the picture. Means double personnel is required. But due to COVID-19, and the rules of the social distancing, it is not possible and allowed anymore. That means that these companies need lifting equipment to enable one person only to lift such a heavy box up to 50 kilogram. And there is another challenge and a new situation in this COVID-19 time. The picking workplaces must be separated by protective shields and air barriers to avoid any kind of infections for the operators. And there is also no common use of one device for 2 workplaces, because if one is touching the device, the other guy is not allowed anymore to touch that, because there is also a risk of infection, and that means there is additional equipment required to fulfill the requirements of the company. Even there is a lot of automation. In many companies, there's still a lot of manual work, as you can see on the video here. There is enormous physical strain for the employees to lift back and forth bags and sacks, carton boxes and so on. And there are even extra courses for the employees for a correct handling of heavy loads. We have different areas in these companies or distribution centers. This is an inbound where the goods are arriving, coming from trucks, as well as outbound where the goods will go to the end customers. And you will see different examples where people are lifting manually, here sacks, filling up a pallet, and if you have to do that all day long, this is very heavy and is a very heavy job. At the outbound, people have to lift all these heavy sacks into carton boxes, and many of these sacks have a weight of at least 20 pounds. And this lady, what you see here, she's doing that constantly all day long. Unbelievable. And therefore it's so essential that these companies and people need lifting assistance in form of a lifting device. And at the end, the boxes have to be stacked in a container, and this is an even more difficult job. So there are many applications in this logistics sector, as you have seen, lifting carton boxes of any kind of quality, partially opened, handling bags, handling pallets, picking in distribution, fulfillment and sortation centers, container loading and unloading, picking from a shelf, and high and low stacking demands. Not only in the logistic area we have handling tasks. Also, as you can see here on the pictures, in airports, handling luggage is a very hard physical work. For example, Delta has conducted research that indicates our highest number of baggage handling injuries, which are generated in the loading of outbound baggage into bag carts or ULD containers. Looking to the beverage industry, there are so many boxes which have to be commissioned from the pallet onto a forklift truck, and all that manually. And as you can see here on the right side, there is also a lifting assistant available which do that work much easier for you and for the employees. Or postal services. Everywhere in the world you have postal services. And all these postal services, they handle thousands and millions of parcels every year. And all the employees have to do that job, different type of parcels as before. And here the application is lifting the parcel from the pallet onto the belt or vice versa. For all that, Schmalz has solutions. We have a big variety of vacuum tube lifter starting with 20 kilogram up to the big boy which is able to lift even 300 kilogram. And the highest demand for lifting application is in the range of 25 to 50 kilogram. And therefore our best seller is our so-called vacuum tube lifter Jumbo Flex 35 and 50. We are using them for order picking in warehouses and commissioning, either mounted on an overhead crane system or on a big range of different column-mounted or wall-mounted chip cranes. By the way, cranes are a key factor for a good and ergonomic solution, and we highly recommend to consult our specialists in your country. To save space and freight charges, companies try to stack boxes very high on one pallet only. That requires that packers in the logistic department have big problems to get the boxes up to this extreme height which you see on the left picture. But even for short people, normal pallet heights can be a problem. And this can be solved with our vacuum tube lifter called Jumbo Flex High Stack. You might be curious now how such a tube lifter is working. And let's have a look together to the following video, which is explaining you how a Jumbo Flex is working.
The tube lifter Jumbo Flex enables quick and effortless operation in different logistics processes. The ergonomic design and function of the control handle makes the Jumbo Flex the ideal lift assist device when handling lighter weights with high cycle rates. With the simple 1 or 2 finger trigger, loads can be smoothly lifted, lowered, and released. After turning on the main switch, the vacuum generator starts running. The lift tube contracts to the configurable standby height. The Jumbo Flex is now ready for use. Once the operator squeezes the trigger to lower it onto the workpiece, the suction cup automatically grips and the weight can be lifted immediately. As soon as the operator presses the trigger, air is introduced and weakens the vacuum. The lift tube extends downward. The workpiece lowers. To release the workpiece, the trigger has to be pressed beyond the stop position. Workpieces which are gripped from the vertical side automatically swing into the horizontal position as they are lifted. From there, they can be rotated horizontally. This simplifies handling processes. The Jumbo Flex comes with a quick change adapter. This feature enables the vacuum gripper to be changed without tools in just a few steps. Through a variety of grippers, the tube lifter can be adapted to a workpiece, whether cardboard boxes, plastic bins, baggage, bags, foil trays, or jugs. For complex workpieces, Schmalz also offers specially designed gripping solutions. The Jumbo Flex can optionally be equipped with a radio remote control. That way, the operator can turn the vacuum generator on and off directly at the handle. The Jumbo Flex is designed for 3 load ranges, up to 20, 35, or 50 kilograms. Schmalz offers crane systems that are configured specifically to match the lift capacity. With column-mounted jib cranes, wall-mounted jib cranes, and overhead bridge crane systems, Schmalz offers the optimum solution for all applications. Their excellent weight-load ratio make these cranes exceptionally easy to operate. At Schmalz, ergonomics and safety have high priority when developing a tube lifter. Users benefit from lifting aids that provide a comfortable working environment and support healthy work routines. Also, tube lifters contribute to higher productivity.
And what is ongoing on the Indian market? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to my colleague, Mr. Philip Mani in India. Hello, Philip. Hope you are doing well. What can you tell us about the logistic market in India and the challenges and trends you have recognized on your market? Philip, please.
Hello, Michael. I'm fine, and thank you for the introduction. That was some really interesting news that you have shared. Let me also share some logistic solutions in India. The next minutes, I will give you a brief introduction of Schmalz India, the concerns prevailing in the logistics market, and our solutions. Schmalz India started in India in 1999. We moved to a new building to start manufacturing in India so that we can cater to the Indian market. We sold more than 1,100 systems in the Indian market, and we serve more than 2,300 customers. We employ about 146 people. We have a production floor of about 4,100 meters square, and we are mainly providing all the solutions for material handling in India. We are also an ISO 9001:2015 certified company. The logistics industry in India is growing by 20% year on year. During the pandemic, most people moved to online purchases. This created a very high demand for the logistics market to supply. And currently in India, all the handling is done manual in the logistics industry. And the challenge is that there are different shapes and different sizes of boxes, cartons, or sacks which are to be handled in these industries. Furthermore, the pandemic has added to it with social distancing, and also availability of manpower became scarce due to the people moving to their villages away from the urban cities. The main applications in the logistics industry is loading onto conveyors and also unloading from the truck. These are the two main applications, and the challenges were different shapes and sizes of the goods from this industry. Coming to the first application, it is loading of conveyors. And these parcels are of different types, shapes, sizes, and weight. Our simple solution is a Jumbo Flex 50, which is very easy to handle, and it's a single hand operation. You could also handle it with the left hand or the right hand, so it is compatible for both the type of handling personnel. It is also very fast and quick, and it adapts. The suction cups are designed such a way that it adapts to the different shapes and sizes, which makes it even more easy to handle these workpieces. This is a solution which the logistics industry is quite happy about, And there are many such applications, as in India you have more than 50 warehouses only of Amazon itself. So this is a huge market which we are talking about. Thank you. The second application is unloading from trucks. Here again the challenge is, of course, the different shapes, sizes and weight. Apart from that, a new challenge which the pandemic has thrown is social distancing, as usually 2 people are required to move into this truck to be able to handle these bags or cartons or sacks, and they are in very close proximity. In order to avoid this, they were looking for a solution for which our Jumbo Flex picker is an ideal solution for the same. The Jumbo Flex picker can move into a truck along with a pallet, so that one single person can pick up all the goods that is necessary to fill up a pallet and bring it out. So this is the right solution. Again, our vacuum cups do adapt to different shapes, sizes, and makes it really easy for unloading trucks. The logistics segment with the COVID regulation has created on-site opportunities for us for truck unloading. Furthermore, the social distancing has created in the chemical, food, pharma segments opportunities for handling of sacks and cartons in their respective logistics areas. That's all from India, Michael. Back to you.
Thank you, Philip, for your presentation. It was very interesting. Philip Mani and I will be available for your questions and comments after this presentation. Coming back to the big variety of different boxes, cartons and parcels at these online retailers. Schmalz has a wide range of suitable end effectors and grippers for all kinds of goods. However, the operators in the warehouses and sortation centers, they do not have the time to change these grippers depending on the next coming workpiece. In cooperation with a global leading online retailer, let's call him Amazon, Schmalz has developed a special gripper which is suitable for lift up to 90% of all kind and sizes of boxes. This is that gripper what you see here. Let's have a look how this gripper is working on the following video.
What's new in logistics? Our multi-gripper from Schmalz for our Jumbo Flex 50 for 50 kilogram handling of cartons or boxes. The fields of applications is very widespread. You can use it in logistics, incoming and outgoing goods. You can use it from automotive suppliers to food suppliers or toy suppliers, wherever parcels and cartons are being handled. Thanks to the bellows suction cups, we can compensate uneven shapes of cartons very easily. Additionally, we have a leakage compensation, which means 75% of these suction cups have minimum to be occupied by the carton. 25% could be hanging left over, not on the carton. In addition to these functions, we have used a very intelligent material mix. It's a 3D printed gripper with an aluminium plate for the stabilization. This means we have a stable and very lightweight gripper which we can use at our Jumbo Flex for any kind of easy carton handling. Let's see how the multi-gripper works at our Jumbo Flex. Thanks to our quick change adapter, we are able to mount the gripper to the Jumbo Flex in very short time and without the need of any tools. I can rotate the parcel or the carton which is hanging at the gripper endlessly in 360 degrees. Additionally, we have a swiveling unit so we can adapt cartons vertically and it automatically goes back to the horizontal positions. We turn on the Jumbo Flex. Let's start with an easy big parcel. We drop it and easily lift it. We use an open carton, as you can see here. And we can also easily lift up the open carton. We can rotate it. As you can see here, I have just picked up this carton very easily, even though to about 25% of our suction cups are not even touching the carton. A handle and the drop is very easily. For further information, please visit schmalz.com. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Daniel, for this presentation. This gripper, what you just saw here, this magic gripper in combination with our Jumbo Flex, fulfill 100% our strategy, which you can see here, the simple, the better. If you choose Schmalz as a supplier, you are not getting just the product, you get many more services in addition. For example, system consultation on site. In our opinion, this is essential. Testing your workpieces in one of our global test centers. We have planning tools like configuration systems to get you the best possible quotation. All our operating manuals are available in all main languages. Our service technicians, they do the installation of your system wherever it is. And you're getting training courses on site if required in 1, 2 or 3 shifts. And in many countries we do that in your language. Schmalz is coming to your premises, to your warehouses, to your workshops with our demo equipment. We are fully equipped with all common lifting devices, and it takes just a few minutes to set it up. You can bring along all your workers which may test the device. They must be convinced that the system will help them in their daily work, and you can make tests with all your workpieces which you want to lift. It is so important that you see and touch the device, that you can feel the dynamic and the safety, that the system is helping you and that you will have advantages. So please call us. If we cannot come to you, you are invited to come to Schmalz and visit one of our showrooms around the world and get an impression what else we have. You may visit also our headquarters in Germany. This is in the Black Forest, roughly 60 kilometers southwest of Stuttgart Airport. And whether you come in summer or winter, it's a wonderful area here. What you see here, it's the current time we have snow and it's rather cold. But you can also visit us in our other 19 Schmalz locations around the world. Starting in the west with Mexico and the United States, going to the east to Australia, China, South Korea, Japan, wherever you want, we are available for you. And in addition, in 60 countries, we have Schmalz sales representatives, which are also very competent and give you as many help as needed. Beside Germany in the headquarters, we also have production plants at Schmalz in the United States, Schmalz in India, in Pune, for example. We are also in Yokohama, in Japan, and we are in Shanghai, in China, with our production. So we are nearby to you. Schmalz, we can say, is the market leader in vacuum automation and ergonomic handling solutions. Schmalz is now 111 years old and still 100% family owned. And as far as I know, Dr. Kurt Schmalz, the owner and managing director of Schmalz Germany, is in the audience today. Hello, Dr. Schmalz. In 20 locations around the world, Schmalz has around 1,500 employees. Schmalz never want to stand still, and we want to be innovative, and so we spend every year more than 9% of our revenue for new ideas and new products. Schmalz is not only focused on handling systems, the even bigger share of our product portfolio is in the range of vacuum components. They are the foundation for every vacuum system. We have more than 6,000 vacuum components, starting from suction cups, vacuum switches, vacuum pumps, vacuum generators, and many more products in that range. Schmalz also constructs and supply ready-to-connect vacuum gripping systems, like big layer grippers for handling glasses, carton boxes, or wooden planks. And the main industry for these layer grippers is the logistic area. We complete our product range with vacuum clamping technology to fix and clamp workpieces made of wood, steel, aluminum or glass to be fixed and clamped on CNC routers. Schmalz has always adapted its business focus on the demand of our customers. And we have figured out that renewable energy will become a major topic for mankind. That's why we have decided to go a new path with developing and selling energy storage systems. This all has to do with our history and philosophy. Sustainability is one of the main goals as a company since the beginning. Schmalz want to secure our environment for the next generations, our children and grandchildren, and even further. If you want to visit us, come to one of the exhibitions where we are around the globe. We are participating at more than 100 shows per year. In times of COVID-19, you may enter to our virtual Schmalz Expo. The entrance is on our website schmalz.com. You can find there a wide range of new products and innovations. You can take part in presentations, or you may chat with one of our experts. So please come, welcome at the Schmalz Expo. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your attention. Mr. Philip Mani and I will be available now for you for your questions, comments or hints. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining this webinar. We hope it was interesting for you. And also thank you very much for your questions. First question seems that it came from a gentleman in India. So I just hand over to my colleague, Philip Mani in India. Philip, please.
Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for attending this seminar once again from India. Well, Mr. Prasad, thank you for this question. Yes, manpower in India or in the Asia Pacific is quite much lower in costs. But again, due to the impact that there is more and more multinational companies setting up plants in India, due to which you can see a change in perspective in terms of productivity that we want from our employees. And here comes again in play a vacuum system like this, wherein it helps the employee to be more productive and create more value to the company. Again, the next question was from Mr. Deepak Jaising. Yes, for unloading from closed trucks or tempos, we do face a problem, and currently Schmalz is developing some products. In fact, we have one product which is a standalone system which can be directly taken near to the truck, and you could actually start unloading from inside closed containers. Apart from that, we are also developing a new system which can be directly mounted on top of a pallet truck, which can move inside a closed container to remove the boxes onto a pallet and bring it out. This new system will be available by the end of this year. We should be ready with such a system. And I just also checked your company on our CRM system, so we will get in touch with you immediately after we have this new equipment with us. Thank you. Over to you, Michael.
Thank you, Philip. Schmalz is not only focused on manual handling solutions, we also have a lot of automated solutions and for robotics. So whenever you need here solutions, you may contact us in your country, and you go on our website at schmalz.com. There you find all the contact data which are helpful, and especially Mr. Filimani stands for Schmalz India with his team, and he for sure can help you. And more important, his team, his sales force will be at your side, because this is so important and so essential, which I mentioned in the video, that we see the local conditions, that we see the application, that we see the workpieces, and that we can offer you a demonstration on site, because only then you may be convinced that this is a helpful tool for you. And at the end, you will be convinced, you can be sure. Are there any more questions from audience? So it seems there are no more questions in a moment. Once again, thank you so much for joining the webinar. My name is Michael Diederle, and on the other side in India, Mr. Filimani, we thank you and wish you a pleasant day. Stay healthy, and thanks again.
Thank you all.